Today I'm going to talk about costs of living in Japan and how I use my phone here in Japan. So yeah. Let's start with the living costs. It's not really living costs because I don't have to pay for the room I stay in or for the electricity or water. It's more like I have to pay for the things I want to have myself, like clothes or going out with friends. I usually also get money for eating outside, like lunch and so. So I also don't have to pay my food. So yeah, if you go when you go out with your friends, let's say you go to the mall, you usually spend I spend 500 yen to get to the mall with the bus. It's expensive because you have to pay the 500 to get there and the 500 to go back. So it's like 1000 yen, it's just for the bus. And then you go around with your friends and look like in the shops and so, and you're gonna probably buy something and it will be around 2000 to 4000 yen. So yeah, and after that you're gonna have lunch, and it depends on what you're gonna eat. If you go to McDonald's, it's gonna cost around 500 yen again. If you go to something like udon, it will probably cost a bit more, but it's always under 1000 yen. Let's say 1000 yen is like the highest for food. And then you go, of course, you go to the game center and you take purikura, one or two. That makes 4 to 800, but that's not really much because you split it with your friends, so you just pay like 200 or sometimes even just 100 yen for one purikura. And then you're probably gonna eat ice cream or something again, and this also costs around 500 yen. So you spend around, let's say, 50 to 60,000 yen on this day. But if you also go to karaoke, it's gonna be more again. Because let's say you go for 3 hours to karaoke, it depends on where you go to karaoke. It's always different prices. But the usual place is always, if you go for 3 hours, you pay 1,500. So at the end of the day, you have spent a lot of money. I usually spend around 8,000 yen when I go out with my friends. Yeah, 8,000 yen on one day. But it's just if you really go to karaoke and the mall. But if you don't go to karaoke, it's of course less. And if you don't go to the mall, it's of course super less. But still, you usually go to the mall with your friends, because in my city you don't really have much here, so we always go to the mall in the next city. You don't really spend a lot of money. Okay, you spend a lot of money, but it's not like you go every weekend to the mall okay, it happens that I go like 3 times in a month, yeah, to the mall, but still, it's still like, I don't know how to explain it, but you really don't go, it can happen that you go like 3 times in a row to the mall, but then you don't go 1 month there, so it's okay again, but still it's a lot of money for just hanging out one day. So let's talk about the costs in supermarkets. Hands off the fruits, don't buy fruits, they are expensive. I heard about fruit being expensive in Japan, but I didn't really believe it. I thought it's gonna be okay, but no, they're expensive. So just eat sweets, no fruits. And then let's go to the sweets. The sweets are normal, like in your own country probably. They're just around, if you buy something like chocolate, it's like 150 yen. And then like the Pokis, they're also like 200 something. So sweets are okay, so you can buy sweet. Oh yeah, drinks. If you want to save a bit of money here in Japan and you're thirsty, don't go to the vending machines, because they're usually the most expensive ones. And after the vending machines, the companies, and then the supermarket. So if you're gonna buy something to drink, go to the supermarket. it's really cheaper. That's pretty much it with the living costs in Japan. Let's come to my phone. I use my normal iPhone here in Japan. It's just a bit cracked already. I'm not sure if you can see it, but yeah. So it's an iPhone, and you can use whatever phone you want in Japan if you're from Europe. I'm not sure how it's in America. I hear that some American exchange students had a little bit of problems with their phones, especially when they want a SIM card. So yeah, if you're here in Japan and it's just for 1 year, don't buy a SIM card. I know it because you're not going to use your phone like you're using it at home, like let's call some friends or so. You don't need that. You just need internet for your phone. And so yeah, don't buy a SIM card, especially no SIM cards, because you always have to go into a contract if you buy SIM cards. And at first I thought it would be good to buy a SIM card, so I went to Japanese phone company like Docomo, and then I asked for a SIM card and how much it will cost. And it's not really much. It's like 2,800 a month for phoning and SMS, like yeah, messaging. But there's no internet. I don't know why Japanese companies don't, like phone companies don't have like a package like phoning and SMS, like messaging and internet. They don't have it. So like they don't have it in my town. Maybe they have it somewhere else, but they don't have it here. And so you have to buy another, like not SIM card, like another contract for internet as well. And internet is pretty much, it's expensive here. I think the internet, like 2 GB, will have cost me around 3 to 4,000 yen a month. So yeah, I thought like that's a bit expensive, especially because you also have, if you want to have the internet, you also have to buy a contract with phoning and messaging. So it will be altogether, it will be like 6,000 yen a month. And the thing is, you always have to be like you have 2 years. You can just take a contract for 2 years. You don't have it for just 1 year or so. And if you're gonna stop like after 1 year, you still have to pay the rest of the contract, even if you're not in Japan anymore. So that's really expensive, and especially because you don't need the phoning and messaging part here, because everyone is using Line. So Line is something like WhatsApp, so you're gonna just need internet, let's say like that. And because you can't get internet alone, you have a problem. So I have Wi-Fi at home, of course, and you have Wi-Fi at every company here, like convenience store. And yeah, but it's still a bit annoying if you don't have internet on your phone, because when you go outside or so, or you're somewhere and you don't know anywhere where you are and you have no idea how to come home, you need internet. So what I'm using for my phone to have internet outside is this here. It's called Pocket Wi-Fi, and I have it for my house sister because she's not using it. So this little thing, it's just when you go out and you have it with you and you have your phone, and it's like Wi-Fi. I don't know how to explain it. It's when you go to, I just know that iPhones, you go to the Wi-Fi part, like here, and then, so, like you see here, this 0, it means there's no connection right now. And then here's the name of the Pocket Wi-Fi, and you click on it, and then there's a 1. Yeah, so that means they're connected and you have internet outside. So yeah, I hope it's somehow understand. So I will use that if you are going to stay here in Japan for an exchange, or even if you just stay here for 1 or 2 3 weeks. You can get them at the airport. I think you have to write them first that you want a pocket Wi-Fi, and then when you come to Tokyo at the airport, I'm not sure, I think it's just at the Narita airport, you get this pocket Wi-Fi from them, and if you go back to your country, you just give it back to them. Of course you have to pay, but I'm not sure how much you pay at the airport for it. And I just paid 2,000 yen a month for my pocket Wi-Fi, and it's 2 gigabytes, and it's enough for a month. And I was surprised the first time I saw this because we don't have this in Austria, and it's really cool. And I will take something like this if you're gonna be an exchange student in Japan for 10 months. But I'm not sure if you can get them at the airport for 10 months for a whole exchange. So I will ask your family if someone has a pocket Wi-Fi. If not and you want to get one, I think you can get them at an electronic shop, but there's a problem. You have to have a contract with a phone company to get one, and so I will ask a host member of your family, a family member of your host family, if they could do it for you and you pay them monthly, because I'm not even I think it's a bit more than 2,000, but I just have to pay 2,000 because my host sister already had it and she didn't have to do a new contract or so. So I will research that good for coming here. It will be the best if you ask the family before you come here. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I'm sorry about the sounds outside. They're doing the rice. Yeah, so bye. I hope you can hear this. They're doing the rice. Bye. I'm gonna show you. Wow. I'm not sure if you can see it. Yeah, they're doing rice right now, and I'm doing my videos.